Hey, how's everyone doing today? It is September 2nd, baby. I tell you what, 6 years, 6 year anniversary show today, and we've got some fabulous guests lined up for you. Um, and okay, yeah, I just got an email from a guest, so um, they're gonna jump on. They're gonna jump on now, so we're gonna shift things up a little bit. I sent them a link. They're going to come on the show, I think, right now instead of at the later time. Let me get their stuff set up here. Let's see if they're going to be on. Here, let me do this here. You can. Okay, yeah, they're going to try to come on right now. They have a engagement that they thought that was going to run on time, and they're running a little late. So let's get right into it, guys. Hey, about 6 years ago, actually 6 years ago, technically tomorrow. Um, I can't do my show tomorrow, for personal reasons, kids around and stuff like that. So I wasn't going to do that. So I figured I would do it on Friday. But 6 years ago, guys, there was a thing called a Prop 60 that was going to basically shut down the adult industry. And I mean, not technically shut it down, but they were going to make it harder for them to stay afloat. Um, and basically, the industry came together, um, fought it hard, and I said, you know what can I do to help? Because at the time I was a photographer, been one for about 25 years, and I was thinking, okay, what can I do? Because I had done a few shoots for a couple people who were in the industry, and I could say any names because they're not in it anymore. They got families and whatnot now, and so I'll just anyway. Um, so they're mentioning that why don't you do something to help prop this thing here, and I was like, well, what can I do? And boom, it just came to my head. Okay, how about a podcast? And so I went and did that. Set it up, got everything, and got everything going, and was getting ready to get everything set up. And I was thinking, okay, well, what do I do? I didn't know what to do, so I did a quick tutorial on basically how to set up a podcast. The equipment I had, didn't know left or right from it, so did all that and got it set up. And fortunately, I was able to get someone booked. One person, I mean, I sent out a lot of emails, and one person responded. Her name was Little Mina. She was a cam girl out of Florida, I believe Miami, if I remember right. And we went in there, and we did our thing, and uh, it went well. And especially, I mean, for my first time, I was thinking, oh, what, I was hella nervous, but it went really well. And then I got after the show, about 2 days later, I sent an email out, and I got an email back that says, yeah, I'm interested. And then I about fell out of my chair who it was. Hall of Fame adult film star Melissa Hill. Melissa had a grand length of time in the industry. She did very well, during that time, and she made a lot of strides, and they rewarded her with a Hall of Fame status, which she deserved. But you want to talk about being nervous? That was just like wow. And back then I'd use a phone number, and I think that's a lot of the reasons why uh, it was getting kind of difficult to get people to come on the show. And that make now that I look back at it, makes sense because you don't want to just hand out your phone number in the street to any Joe Schmo or Joe Mata. And so she was willing to do it, and I said, "Are you sure? I This is my second show. I think I got like 10 viewers, if that." She said, "No, come on. It's for the Prop 60 and whatnot." So uh, I gave her a call, and at the time I was doing the show on my back deck because there was a lot of stuff going around at the house, and you basically, you guys can get the picture. And so I'd get it out on my deck, for privacy and whatnot, and called her and introduced myself, and she'd asked me, a little bit about my story, my background. And once again, this show is brought to you by Aquafina. But she got my background and whatnot, and talked a little bit, and she's like, "Well, we talked. I think we got it down. Maybe we should get this show on the road." And I was like, "Well, what are you talking about?" She goes, "Well, we've been yakking here for about 20, 30 minutes." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So I got everything good, and we set everything up. I got plugged in my phone, and got it going. And the show went for about, I think, a good 55 minutes, hour and 20, something like that. And so it went really well. So here we go. We got Amira Styles on.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Hey, hey, this comes first, so yeah, I totally understand that. So
Always.
yeah, exactly. So those of you guys who are just tuning in, we've got Amira Styles on, adult film star. She is also a trainer, and last time we talked, you were looking into a gym. You can start one up.
Getting a little slower of a process. Yeah, it's a little slower of a process than anticipated.
Well, but it's still going in. Still got it going?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have the location for the next.
Okay, good. Now, I've been asking the past. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. I've been asking the past guests who are coming on what their experience was like, on the show and whatnot, and I'm kind of use that for, I guess, for advertisement to for future shows and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was your experience like being on the show?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, what was your experience? What was your experience life? I mean, your experience being on the show. How was it for you? Because I mean, some shows they get kind of raunchy and whatnot, and yeah, I try to keep it just straight down. Don't try that kind of stuff. I just don't have it in me to go that route. So
no, the experience was pleasant. I wouldn't be here a second time if it wasn't.
yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you for that. Now, being on, what have you been doing since the last time you were on? Business wise, private, none of my business, whatnot is.
No. I am back enrolled in school. I'm in school to get my PhD. I'm going to be doing psychiatry with that. I want to work with schizophrenia and multiple personality disorders. Don't know what that says about me, but
that's all right. That's fine. That's
and then outside of that, my engagement is no longer there, so I am now single.
Okay.
And I'm going to be returning back to filming this year.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be just concentrating just solely like shooting yourself, or are you going to do companies and whatnot? And
no, I'm going to go shooting mainstream.
Pardon?
I said I'm going to be going back to shooting mainstream.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Any companies you have in mind that you want to
kick off?
Well, I couldn't hear your answer. You broke up a little bit. I'm sorry.
I know you're breaking up as well. That's why I'm just like I can hear every other word.
Yeah. I was asking, like,
no, I said browser.
Okay. All right. That was the part I couldn't. I saw your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear. I was like, oh, no.
Good.
Okay. All right. So where, if they want to find you on social media, where can they find you at?
So my Twitter is Amira Styles _. My Instagram is official Amira Styles, and of course you have OnlyFans as well to connect with me.
Mm-hmm.
But those are my only social medias.
Okay. And I also seen a post about, I believe it was your Amazon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I always got my
Definitely,
Amazon filled out.
yeah. So definitely, guys, if you're tuning into this now or later, you want to make sure to hit up her Amazon and get her a gift. She'd appreciate it. So, what time is your appointment supposed to be there?
45 minutes ago, or 42 minutes ago, technically.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, that's not good.
I
Well,
know. No worries. Like it actually worked out because I thought it was Thursday. I just got my days mixed up. I'm still adjusting to the time difference. I'm in Michigan right now.
oh, okay, okay. Now, is that something you're planning on, like that going to be your permanent location, or are you just there visiting? Or?
Oh no, I'm going taking my ass right back to Vegas. Thank you.
Yeah, I was
No,
thinking because Michigan right now, and then in a couple of months is going to be about 10 feet of snow, isn't it?
oh yeah, I'm originally from here, so I get to see my family, my nieces, get some work done, decompress, step away from Vegas a little bit, and
Yeah.
back home on Tuesday morning, and then I leave for Cabo on Tuesday night.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Your vacation coming up.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right. Good to hear. Yeah, because I'm like, where I'm at, it's like 107 today. So I'm like, God, how bad is Vegas right now then?
When I left on Wednesday, I don't know, when I left on Tuesday, I'm sorry, it was 112 or 13.
Oh, wow.
And we
That's,
have humidity now because of the monsoon season, and we've been
yeah.
having storms as if we are on the East Coast.
Yeah. I saw MGM Grand, that roof leak. And I
All the
forget.
hotels. Like
Yeah.
literally, I don't think there was not one single hotel that did not have problems with water.
Yeah, there was one that was fair. They put some like funky music to it, and there's this guy like still playing his machine while the water's hitting him, and
Oh yeah, I have no idea how he did that. I have zero clue.
that was funny. Yeah, but then I saw that other one where I think it was Caesar's Palace where the water was just gushing out of the
Oh,
parking structure.
I think the worst one I seen was Circa, the not one of the newest ones downtown.
Mm-hmm.
The sports betting book. It literally just flooded.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
I knew about monsoon season and whatnot, but I've never seen it where it floods. I don't know about, because I just go by YouTube videos and stuff.
Me and you both haven't seen it.
It's like that's nuts. And then
Mm.
Lake Mead is like our lake here. It's just
Oh, I
starting to
know,
sink.
but it had it. I don't know how much it rose in water, but it helped.
Yeah, yeah. Because I know I saw where local Las Vegas, he put out a thing where like in Henderson, the water was getting like dangerous to drink. I guess something had to do with the piping or something, or
That
the water.
water's been drink before I even moved there. Would not drink that tap water.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no.
Because I was thinking like, gosh, if it's that bad, I'd be ordering Alhambra to drop off stuff or something.
Oh man, no. I have water delivered to me every few days. I make sure everything's good. I've
Yeah,
tried before I moved there. Never again. Especially being from Michigan where tap water is actually good. Not
yeah,
full in. But
right.
it was such a significant difference. There's no way I can drink that tap water at all in Vegas. I don't even I hate the showering with it. You have to have a water softener because it's so harsh on your skin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, because one of the one people that I follow on Twitter, he said he has like this triple filter thing that he's been using for years, because he says the water's so bad.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. And it's been that way for a while.
Oh wow.
Mm.
So what's basically when when again, do you have a set date that you want to start shooting for Brazzers, or have they reached out, or have you reached out, or?
I just made the decision last week, if I'm not mistaken. So just reached out to them. I've gotten one of the approvals. I need the uppers approval, and then we'll go from there. I know that the company I shot for the POV.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did that WAP parody,
Okay.
and they actually asked me to shoot again on the 29th, if I'm not mistaken, of this coming month. So
Okay. Good. Great.
mm,
Here. Now, when are you still like shooting right now for your OnlyFans, or are you gonna wait?
no, I stopped shooting my engagement. And I was getting out of my contract with Hussies, so I really just wanted to kind of step away from it and go and more towards the retirement date and more towards my fiance. And then once that ended, I was
Right.
like, well, I know I'm not retiring now. I'm pushing that back. And the only thing that I wanted to do was get back to work and get myself back together.
Okay. All right. All right.
Mm.
Well, hey, we've covered everything, that I think we can cover. If I hope your appointment shows up.
Oh, absolutely. Always though.
Okay. I want to thank you for coming on. I do appreciate the time that you spent here. I do appreciate it always, and you're always welcome back anytime.
Always. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Hi.
Hey, how you
How are
doing?
you?
All right. I'm doing. Whoop.
Oh,
You
you
there?
lost me for a sec. Hi, how are you?
All right. How you doing?
I'm good. It's been a hectic day.
Yeah, for me too. Um, I was shuffling appointments around for the show. Um,
Oh.
yeah, the person that was going to be second to last
Mm-hmm.
had a client who was late, and so they asked, "Well, can you come on? Can I come on like right now?" Which
Oh.
which was like 5 minutes, after I'd started. I said, "Yeah, okay," because I figured, okay, we're going to cover it, and then you'll come on, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so how you been doing?
How have I been? It's been a roller coaster. Um, things were up and then they were down and now they're going back up. So, and I think they're going to be a lot more steady, you know.
All right,
So,
all right.
it's been pretty cool. I've definitely made a lot of different uh forms of progress since we last spoke. How have you been? How's everything been going with the podcast? It's
Oh,
been a year. Congratulations on a year.
actually, it's been 6 years.
6 years. Whoa. What? I meant 6 years. What is wrong with me? I meant okay. I saw anniversary and I just went 1 year. Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I started back in 2016, and
Whoa.
it's been up and down. There were times where I just said, "Heck with it," I just
Hmm.
not gonna do it. And uh, good friend of mine, he just kept me going. Kept motivating me. Because back when I first started, um, I basically would the way I had the system set up is I would need their phone number,
Hmm.
and then I would plug in my in outlet thing into my phone, and then
Hmm.
run it through my laptop, and then I could be able to communicate with them.
Yeah.
And of course, being in the type of industry that I cover,
Hmm.
it's very hard for to trust someone with your phone number. you
Oh,
know
definitely.
you know
Definitely. Yeah,
and,
that's
and
definitely.
so that was kind of a struggle. But as I started to build, and started getting more people on the show, um,
Hmm.
more people would say, yeah, he's a good person you can trust. He's not going to do anything with the number. And those of you who first came on, and not like right now, but my very first show,
Hmm.
the minute what I would do, my process was I'd get the phone number, I'd call it. After the show, I'd take it, run it through the shredder, because it's like the show's done. Unless they say, yeah, hey, contact me, whenever you want. Da, da, da. Okay, then I will. And then
Hmm.
I'll put the name into my phone, different name, but I know who it is, type of thing. So,
Yeah, I get that.
but it's been a, like I said, it's been a tough, difficult process. There were times where I just got burnt out, uh, just saying heck with it.
Oh yeah.
I took like, there's one time I took like a 4 month hiatus, just heck with it. I just had to get myself focused. At the time, like I said, I was getting flustered with the amount of views,
Mhm.
trying to figure out a way to get that up. And
Oh
a friend of mine turned me on to. He says, "Well, why don't you do?" He says, "I've seen a couple of videos where uh, they're doing actually video." And I was
yeah.
like, "Okay." And I was, "Well, what do you recommend?" And he introduced me to StreamYard, which is what we're on now.
Hmm.
And since I've been doing that, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah, nice.
And instead of actually hearing you,
Hmm.
they can actually see you. They see you interacting with me interacting with you, and so it brings a whole new experience to the show.
Yeah.
So, so what have you been doing? I know you got into something that I am clueless about called NTF
NFTs.
or whatever. I don't, I just
It's
seen it.
all good. It's all good.
What
All
what is
right.
what is what? I know I've heard it's complicated, but
Yes.
in the simplest, lamest terms, what is it?
All right. So it's basically like if you know a little bit about investing in stocks, it's kind of like a stock that you're investing into, but using cryptocurrency, and the stock is represented by pictures. And that's basically what the NFT is. It's backed using this hash that's on the blockchain. And the blockchain technology is very interesting where it is very secure. It cannot be taken down, because in order to like delete something, you have to take the whole blockchain down. So it's immutable. It verifies ownership. It's permanent. There's a censorship. There's a lot of reasons as to why people like NFTs and crypto, and those are kind of the reasons. But it's basically like when you buy an NFT from a project owner, it's like you're investing in that company, um, and you're getting like this picture in return, and that the floor price of that picture can go up or down based off of how either the market is doing or how like that founder, the project founder, that team is doing. So that's essentially what an NFT is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, would I physically own the picture? Like I can put it like on my
In some
wall, like,
situations, yeah.
oh,
In some situations, yes. But in other situations, no. Sometimes you might just be buying an NFT, like a digital NFT, and that's it. But that might be also like representative of a membership to, for example, a yacht club. Or like in my situation, onboarding, where I basically am like, I'll help someone out learn like with learning like Web3 or crypto. So they can ask me whatever they want. In addition to that, they get free art. So each month, if you were to invest in my project, like my NFT project, you would get like free art every month that I commission from a small artist, and I pay them using cryptocurrency, so they can be anywhere around the world, and I can pay everyone the same rate. It doesn't have to be like different. Like for example, like if take fashion for example, because I also have like a fashion brand I'm working on. I would have to pay someone in the US like uh thousands of dollars to make me 100 pieces for samples. But in India, I would pay for the exact same labor, I would pay $500, and that would be more than enough for them.
right.
So that's unfair. Like they're not getting paid the same amount. So like for example, I can commission someone for 0.01 Ethereum, which probably doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things in forms of like dollars. So I can pay one person zero point zero 0.01 and I can pay another person zero point zero 0.01, and there's like equality in that. The only thing that controls like how much that number translates to in currency is the price of Ethereum, and that's something that I don't really control, obviously, because I can't
Right.
control the market. So there's it's fast. So that's another reason why people love crypto. But um, yeah, there's a lot of different ways. Like for example, there was like a streaming service who came to this show I host or this morning. And they were basically like talking about how you would get this NFT and that would be like your membership, like essentially like your Netflix subscription, but to this decentralized streaming platform. So yeah,
Okay.
and NFT can be a lot of things.
I mean, it in some senses, it clicked, and then
Mhm.
others like I gotta do some more reading or research, But yeah,
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, feel free to ask me any questions. That's what I'm here for. I onboard people. So that's actually how I started off in Web3. And I eventually came down to the road of like being a project founder like a year and some change after I got into Web3. So
okay,
yeah.
all right. So
Um,
how is your modeling stuff going on? Are you still doing that, or is that
So right now it's kind of on a pause because I wanted to focus on like my businesses and do that. And also like my health has been kind of, acting a bit weird. So I just kind of wanted to focus on my other sources of income for the time being. I'm actually resuming that like in a couple days, so I'm super excited. But I'm no
nice?
longer gonna have my paid OF. I'm only gonna do like the free one, and I'm just gonna upload like galleries like on there because it's way easier for me to maintain with like my crazy ass Web3 schedule and like everything else I'm doing. But yeah, no, I love it, and that's a huge part that I love about Web3 because like the ultimate reason as to why I got into Web3 so deep is because like I worked on this coffee table book and I looked for a high risk merchant, everything. I paid the fees. And even then they kicked me off like from doing business on my website. And I can have my website, but I can't like sell on there. I mean, I can't sell like my coffee table book on there. And it's just fine art. And so I was like, you know what, fuck Web2. I am going somewhere where I will not be censored.
Right.
And Web3 is exactly that. And
Okay.
so I'm looking to put my coffee table book on the blockchain and
Okay.
have that be token gated. So I mean, for your line of work and for what we're into, it's honestly you would fit right in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Now, what was my? I lost my chain of thought. Oh, how is the move helped you physically and whatnot, and with like I said, with all your stuff going on?
So I'm
It
moving
has-
in a couple of days, and I'm actually really. It's part of it's like I've been having a flare up, but the other part is like I'm super excited. So I'm like a robot, and I just can't stop going. I've just been working constantly, doing
oh,
stuff, and I have a
okay.
lot of creative energy.
I thought you were already moved, and that's what I was asking. Did the
God,
move
I
already,
wish.
and how did it?
I
How did?
wish.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you're gonna be moving here in a couple of days?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
then next time I can ask you, how's the move helped your, mentally, physically, and everything else?
Yes, yes, for sure. I'd love to talk about that next time. We definitely should do like a full episode. I'd love to discuss more with you because I think it would be really great and helpful to a lot of your viewers as well to learn about Web3 since I know you work with a lot of people in the adult industry and glamour
Yeah.
models, you know.
Yeah.
Um let me see. Would you like to see some samples? I got
Sure.
some like denim art, like wearable art I've been working on.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh gosh, no, it's in the other room. I have to, well, I can show you something. It's actually
Fine, go ahead.
all right, I'll show you this one piece. It's unfinished and it's actually my first men's piece that I've been working on. So you'll have to bear with me. So the
That's
best
fine.
part about buying NFTs is that you get sometimes like the IP rights. And so this particular NFT is like I got the IP rights for it. They're going to be the first decentralized anime franchise. They're called Xenogaki, and this is basically like one of the characters. And obviously, for someone who does like denim customizations and wearable art, I was really stoked about it because in the real world, in Web 2, this is like basically what it looks like. And then the other side, I really like to do like just, little lines. And then I think all the other, oh, wait, no, I have another shirt that is actually the same. I just decided I doodled this literally. I was like, kind of like, I want to kind of try it out. And it actually worked out better than I expected.
All right.
Because it's an old shirt and yeah, I didn't know what to do with it. But yeah, I think the best part is I was kind of worried because I wanted to do like Hello Kitty jeans for myself. And I did do Hello Kitty jeans for myself, but I realized I can't sell them without running the risk of getting sued. And
Yeah.
I don't wanna get
Copyright.
sued. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of small artists get sued by like big corporations like that. So that's kind of one of the best parts about Web3 for me is like some instances you get the IP rights or like certain IP rights. And for someone like myself, that's pretty awesome. Or any business owner really, because you can just take an image from that collection that you own and you can put it on your brand and you can be like, okay, here's my Xenogaki shoes,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have you on again. And
Yes.
definitely you can we'll have a bigger platform where where it's actually um you can plan it out. I can plan it out. I'll know what to ask you. I can study up on it a little more, and then
Oh yeah.
definitely. Well, no, we'll definitely keep you on right now. But I was just saying, in the future, we'll definitely plan a show for you to come back and have it a little more the settings set up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Where can they find you like on social media? They want to check you out and learn about more about the NFTs. I don't know if I said that right again.
NFTs, yes, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Or nice fucking titties.
Okay.
But I had to throw that one in there.
That's fine. That's fine.
But you can let me see, you can find me on Twitter most of the time. I co-host a lot of spaces. I host spaces as well. If you know about Twitter Spaces, it's just basically like Clubhouse, like an audio podcast type platform, but on Twitter. At Kalham Amor, KLHAMAMOR. Same Instagram, although I don't use Instagram as much. I still do use Instagram. You can find me on there too. I run Cute Things NFT, and then that's in both my Instagram and Twitter bio. So that's the project I'm a founder of. I cannot dox the fashion brand just yet, but when I have the website up, I'll definitely talk about that in the future. But definitely check me out on Instagram and Twitter. I'm gonna be having Snapchat, I'm gonna be having my Snapchat up and running again in a couple days because I'm bored and I want to take everyone on a road trip with me.
That'd be fun. Definitely.
Yeah, it is. I miss the Snapchat days. Remember back in 2016 when everyone was just like on Snapchat and God, it was lit.
Yep. Yep. That's about. I think that was about the time when Vine started going down, and then Snapchat just blew up.
Yes, yes, I remember that. Yeah, and God, I used to have so many views back then in Snapchat, and now I'm like, what is Snapchat?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and speaking of NFTs, I had to block those because we're on YouTube.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
get that. I get that. I get that.
yeah. These are past people who've been on my show.
Nice.
Trinity St. Clair, Heather Vaughn, Cindy Starfall, and
Nice.
above will be Angel Dark, and
Nice.
she's one of the ones going to be on. And I'm going to add you. We'll add you soon.
Ah,
Definitely.
yes, I gotta send you a piece of mine. I need to send you one of my NFTs.
Okay.
Literally and figuratively on the
Okay.
blockchain and in real life.
Okay.
Let's
All right.
go.
Definitely go right up, right there. Go right there. Reserved for
Nice. Yeah,
you.
that would be perfect.
All right.
Yes.
So, other than you have anything planned this weekend? You got anything got going on, or
I
other
mean,
than
I'm
acne?
traveling out west.
Okay.
I'm moving. That's it, really. I guess that's huge. I'm saying that's it, but that's huge.
What can I ask? What state?
New Mexico first.
Okay.
I'm gonna live out there for a bit, save up some money. My boyfriend's getting into the cannabis industry. So he's just gonna grow in that and really get, deeper into it. And after that, planning to move out to NorCal, hopefully San Jose. So yeah, those are kind of our plans.
San Jose is not NorCal.
That's not
I'm
NorCal.
I'm NorCal. I'm like
Where are
70.
you? Where are you then?
I am 70 miles north of Sacramento. That's Northern
Okay.
California. Well,
All right.
you're like in between. I mean, they always say NorCal, but it's like you're more like northern central California. That's what I say. You know.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in San Jose for about 2-3 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I lived there for right out of high school. I moved there with where my aunt lives. She's still down there, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, you'll like it. Uh,
Yeah. Well, we'll have
just
to meet up in real life whenever I move out there.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Traffic's going to be kind of a. I don't know if you're not used to a lot of traffic, but there's going to be a lot of traffic there.
I mean, I live in Dallas. Trust me. I don't know
Oh,
if it could be.
you know. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, where I'm at. It's like traffic jam for 2 minutes is like major over here. People are having heart attacks. But when I moved down there, it was like, my uncle's like, "What time you gotta be at work?" I was like, "Well, I'm supposed to be there at 8." He's like, "Well, mijo, you better get on the freeway by 6." Like, what
Hmm.
are you talking about? He says, "Trust me." And sure enough, I got on, I believe it was the 280, and got on the
Hmm.
on ramp and made that turn and looked to my left, and you could just see the traffic coming. If I was like 5 minutes later, I would have been stuck in traffic. Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
and to me, I mean, just seeing that coming, I was just like,
Hmm.
whoa, because like I said, I'm a small city kid. You know,
Hmm.
I saw that traffic. It's like, oh my goodness. So glad my uncle got that. But yeah, I lived there for about 2 years, but
Hmm.
came back. Long story. I'll tell you some other time. But
Yeah. How's your
uh,
health, by the way?
it's okay. Let me see. I got a big scar like right in here
Hmm.
from that operation.
Yeah.
Uh, they want to check me in about another year to see how that's going.
Hmm.
Uh, did have another thing like right in here that's kind of growing, but
Hmm.
looked at it and just kind of drained it. They said it's not going to develop into anything. So, but
Awesome.
yeah. So other than that, I'm doing it. In the mornings, like in the wintertime, this winter
Hmm.
I'm hating it because it's going to be really sore in here. It's good. It's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah. No, the winter always like hurts my joints, but
Yeah,
it's
but
one of the.
especially with with me, it's like right in here. It's really going to hurt. So,
Oh.
but other than that, yeah, I'm doing good. You know,
Mhm.
you know, picked up this this past August. I picked up another college tuition, so I got 3 now in college. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks. Uh, my pocketbook ain't happy, but you know,
Yeah.
the, hopefully, I told them, when I get them all through, they're gonna take care of me and pay me back.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, were y'all able to get any of the forgiveness
Uh,
for loans?
no, mine is just out of they didn't do any loans, anything like that. Mine is
Oh,
just
nice. Okay, okay.
me just paying for it out of my pocket. So I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have to worry about that. It's just um, like I said, just when they get their degree, that's what I told them. I said, instead of paying Pell Grants back, you're going to pay your Pell Dad back.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. No, I totally get it. Yeah, so for some of my tuition, it was loans, but a lot of my last few years was just out of pocket because I live in Texas. It's cheap, and I went to a state school that was it was affordable, but I got a great education. I mean, I don't do anything related to my degree, but I think that a lot of what I learned there and the people I was around, it helped me like pivot from industry to industry to industry and continue to pay my bills, you know, like
Right.
even from where I'm at. So yeah, education is extremely important. And I think
Definitely.
college as a whole, like even if you don't finish it, it's still good because you get exposed to so many different people and so many different environments and just even being around like those professors, like you can really learn a lot. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, my oldest, he's a political science major,
Oh,
and
amazing.
so he applied at the county here, the county clerk's office, and
Nice.
so he got a seasonal job there, and he did really well that they offered him a full time job,
Nice.
and he turned it down. Hey, Eric, we got a guy. This let me see here. Show there it is. I'm kind of learning
Oh,
how to do that. So they can comment, and then you can click it
nice.
there. Yeah. So yeah. How you doing, Eric? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking it out. But yeah, with him, he got offered a full time job, and he turned
Mhm.
it down. And I'm like, Mijo, what the? I ain't gonna say the word, but what are you thinking?
Uh-huh.
He said, Dad, I've got a plan. I was like, okay, what's your plan? He says, in 2 years, when I get my degree, instead of
Mhm.
working for this county, he goes, I'm going to be working for the governor.
Mm.
Well, I mean, or basically, or the state capitals, is what he wants to do. That's his goal. So I was like, well, okay, if that's what you want to do, you know, I'll,
Um,
I'll, I'll support it. So
yeah. I mean, if he's doing what he loves, that's I think that's amazing.
yeah, and he basically he sat me down. He says, Dad, this experience I'm getting here, the 2 years I'm going to have here working for this county part time, the minute they see that in Sacramento, they're not going to have to train me. Boom. He goes, I'm in. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, all right. So he's a smart kid. He really is. He's a lot smarter than I ever was. I tell you that for sure. You know,
Oh gosh.
I'm
That's
just
amazing though.
I'm proud of all of them. So, like I said, the youngest one is in college.
Mhm.
Uh, she's real shy, introvert like I was, in school. So I'm
Oh.
kind of how she's going to be, in college. So, but she's got her older brother and sister to guide her through. So, but but other than that, when what was I? Oh, God, I'm lost.
All good.
Yeah, it's all right. Definitely. But so you got your move coming up. When have you planned there? What do you want to do there? And how's your man? Have they established any contacts there for what he plans on, what he wants to do there?
Yeah, actually, so he's got like a cannabis mentor that's
Good.
really great and very experienced as a grower, and also they have some land and I have some land here in North Texas that I'll be using for part of like a one of the utilities of keep things like it's like the end of the roadmap. I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm doxing the roadmap, but hopefully, hopefully not too many people will see it. But like at least this part, I'm just gonna tell my Web3 followers to be like, don't listen to this part. But basically, his cannabis mentor has some land that they're working on, and I don't know if they grow on it, but they definitely do events on it and stuff like that. But he's a talented grower. He's also got connections at businesses in Albuquerque, so it's perfect for him to really get used to it and stuff. I've also been networking with a lot of different people for him, so just building a lot of different connections in the cannabis industry. as well, since cannabis and crypto go hand in hand. As far as I go, I am going to be creating art again and hopefully creating more NFTs. I've got I've got new like film for my film camera. I've got a new film camera.
All right.
Um, so because I think we talked last time and I told you I was kind of doing like more self-directed portraits, self portraits. I'm kind of like in front of the camera, behind the camera. So I'm really excited to be back at that and in a more, beautiful setting. It's gonna be like I'm really looking forward to it because New Mexico is actually my favorite state. I'm like a total city girl. I'm, born and mostly raised in Texas, but always raised in the city. So it's real different, but I'm still looking forward to that aspect and still doing of course NFTs, always going to be doing that. I'm in it for the long haul. And Crypto, working on my fashion brand. It's going to be out in like a couple of weeks and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be timing it with the Ethereum merge
Okay.
because I want to use Ethereum, but right now it's on proof of work, which is basically energy intensive, and then they're merging and moving to proof of stake, which is not energy intensive. It's using renewable energy. So that fits more with the mission of my fashion brand. So I'm going to be releasing my fashion brand this month, and I'm really excited for that. So that's all the stuff I'm going to be doing in New Mexico, networking and doing the same stuff I do here, just with a lot more creating art and being more active on my OnlyFans and yeah, just really getting it popping.
Okay. Great. Sounds
Yeah.
like you got a plan, and it sounds like you're definitely gonna be busy. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But I definitely want to make it a point to seek better treatment so I can make more time for socialization and relationships and actually messaging people back and talking to people and stuff because networking is a huge thing I miss and I really want to do that more. So,
Right. Right. Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. In here in California, we get,
Mhm.
I think it's 6 plants we can grow on our
Nice.
property. Yeah.
Nice.
Me, I don't smoke stuff, so uh,
Hmm.
I wouldn't see myself growing it anyway because I'm not Mr. Green Thumb. If I planted something out there, it'd die in 3 days anyway. So
I get that. I get that.
but I mean, definitely, if you guys are planning to come into California, that's definitely, this is a cannabis friendly state. So
Oh
uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you
He's
guys would definitely,
ironically enough from California, so
yeah, you definitely guys would flourish out here. Um,
yes.
my my kid's mom, she does the what is it? Oh, edibles. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does that. She's got issues with she got a what's the term? She got a complicated neurological disorder, and
Oh
so
wow. Yeah.
yeah, so it's a long explanation, but she uses the
Mhm.
edibles to help out with her. They're like worse than migraines that she gets. So
Oh.
and so she does the edibles to help with that, and it does help, and to where she's not relying on the say, you know, pharmaceutical stuff.
Yes, yes. No, I totally get that. Is it neuralgia? Is it
Uh,
like the headaches? Is that what that's called? Because I know that there is it's like I know that neuralgia is worse than like migraines. That's all I know though. But
yeah,
because I definitely I went in for migraines the other time and uh mentioned scalp pain and they talked about that, but I don't have that. I just have migraines, the really
yeah,
bad migraines. So
yeah. Hers is more. Um, what's the layman's term is water on the brain.
I see, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's she's got a cyst in the back of her head,
Oh wow, yeah, that is definitely way worse than
so
migraines.
it causes a lot of pressure, and the I'm drawing a blank. The water that goes through our spine, up and down, up and down, up and down. With hers, she has to have a little electronic function that pumps that through.
Gosh.
And if those don't, if there's a pump right, and the
Mm-hmm.
water sets in your head and there's massive headaches and whatnot. So it's just, yeah, it's
That's tough.
yeah, yeah. So, but anyway, let's get this onto
A
a more
positive subject.
yeah, happier subject. So you got everything going on. You've got your move coming on. You've got your NFTs. There, I got it right.
Yes.
Got it right 2 times in a row.
Yes.
Uh,
Let's go.
and you got your social media. Where can they find you that again?
At Kalham Amor, KALHAMAMOR on Twitter and Instagram. Those are the two platforms I primarily use. I'm mostly on Twitter though right now because that's where everything's at. What 3 wise.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I wanna thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it. And like I said, we're definitely going to set up another show for you to where you can discuss it more in length and in more detail what you've
Hmm.
got going on. And let's set up a date after you get settled in after your move, and then we can talk about how the moves have helped you uh, physically, mentally, and hopefully in a positive way. So,
All
well,
right.
I want to
That
thank you for
sounds
coming on. And up there is your spot. As soon as I can get a hold of it, let's see here.
I'm so excited. All right. I will make sure that I get like the perfect picture for you.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll
Okay.
be able to do that on the way. So, because I'm going to be doing some road trip shooting, and I'm super excited for that. And thank you so much for having me on. I had a really great time. You're such an amazing podcast host, and and as a person, I enjoy you as a friend. So, just wanted to say a
Thank,
huge thank you. I'm truly honored. Happy anniversary. Happy 6th anniversary.
thank you. I do appreciate that. And
Yeah.
I feel the same way. Feel the same way about you. I'm glad you're moving, and hopefully this move helps you positively. And then
Mhm.
when you get to here in California, hopefully your man's cannabis just goes boom and just blows
I
up,
hope
and
so.
yeah, you guys become Mike Tyson multi-millionaires.
I hope so. I'll never have to worry about medical bills again.
There you go. There you go.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for being on. And like I said, I'll get in contact with you here in a little bit, and then we'll set up a date and time when you actually when you get settled down, and we'll get you back on again.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye, Joe. And
Okay,
bye
bye.
to every
See you
viewers
later.
out there. Bye, y'all. Let's get cute.
There we go. Thank you. All right, guys. Hey, that was Callum Amor. Great guest. Always love having her on. She's never short of words. That's why I love having her on. Uh, Always keeping things going, keeping the process going, keeping the show going. And like I said, Aquafina. Hey, Eric, if you're still in here, let me know and I'll send you a link if you want to come on and say hi. um, waiting for our next guest who will be coming on here in a little bit. But yeah, back to where I was talking about. I've had all kinds of shows. I mean, of course, the adult industry is pretty much what I've covered, but I've had cam models on. um, I had the youngest player ever to play at an LPGA Pro-Am on my show, and I know this is fact because it was my son. And before you guys start asking, well, why didn't he play with the men? Because I live in Northern California, as you heard earlier in the show, and at the time, I think the closest tour event was Torrey Pines, which was like 10 hours away, um, and they wanted a substantial amount of money for the entry fee to play in that. And so I asked him if he had a problem, playing with the women. He got all excited. He's like, he'd rather play with them because, that's where he learned, to watch, by watching golf. And so I got him in that. It was a fun experience for him. He talked about it on the show. You can listen to it, here. Just find it. Scroll down to one of my very first shows. He had a great experience. got to play with Kim Psyche, LPGA player. He had a lot of fun experience with that. Got to follow her around the whole day. Got to spend time with her the whole day, and pretty much we went back and forth because it was Auburn, the Ridges at Auburn, and so we went back and forth because we lived like an hour away. So I took him there every day. The school where he went to, the private school at the time, they gave him a week off and excused because they at the time they knew how good he was and at golf, and um, he just had to do his homework, at home, and so we made sure he got that in, and I would turn it in every day into the mailbox before we took off to the course. So he had a great experience in that, and so I'm glad we were able to make that happen for him with the golf and everything. I've also covered boxing. Those of you who don't know, I live in a town here in Northern California where I had the pleasure and privilege of becoming friends with Hall of Fame boxer Bobby Chacon. Got to spar with him for his fight. I believe it was Bazooka Limon in 1985 or 86. I can't think off the top of my head. Excuse me, guys. I'm 110 years old. I was born in 1912, and my memory isn't what it used to be. So, but that was a fun experience, with him. And yeah, he had his dark times and whatnot. But I tell you what, I can speak from experience. The way he treated the kids here, I mean, it's the kids here today who are now adults will tell you, he was a great guy. Come experience time around boxing, around the kids, he was a great guy. His personal life, I'm not going to speak ill will of the dead. That's something for you guys out there. But yeah, I've also I covered the Canelo fight against the first one against Triple G. My guest was a boxing analyst, and back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, she was involved with boxing as well as the what do they call it? I don't forget what they would call that show, hard copy, internet journaling or something like that was what it was called. But basically, it was like our internet before there was internet. Is you went there for all the stories and whatnot, and all the beef and whatnot. So, me and Tuffy have always talked about doing another boxing show, and just never can cross our eyes at T's at the same time. So we're definitely gonna get another show set up for that. I've also had Becky Farias. Becky, how you doing? She dabbles in real estate in Florida, and she came on the show and talked a little bit about what she does business wise, and we dived into a little bit of that, and I kind of learned a lot from that show and from her. So that Becky, I want to thank you for coming on, for being on one of my first shows. I do appreciate that. I've had several shows, and like I said earlier, it was hard to get people on because how do you trust someone with your phone number, especially in this industry? And I totally understand why, and that's why I always made a point after the show, that number was in the shredder. Unless they told me, after the show, hey, you can, contact me anytime you want, you seem like a good guy, but let's chop it up, time, and I do that. And of course, I have a certain way of knowing who is who and whatnot. And it's not like my phone number's filled with, people's names. There's a couple in there, I've got that I know who they are, and I don't need a name there for who to know who they are. And so I was like in a rut. Like I said, I got into a rut. I was kind of one of those things where it's like I couldn't get people on the show. But I want to thank, before I get into this next story, I want to thank, let me see here, I can do this. I want to thank these people right here. Let me get out of the way. Trinity Star, Heather Vaughn, right there. Cindy Starfall. And here in a few minutes coming on will be Angel Dark. And there she is. She's on. Okay, we're going to get this going. Click her on in here and add her to the stream.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. How you doing? Okay, she's adjusting everything. I can see her, so.
Can you say something?
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me?
Hmm.
Hello.
Everyone can see and hear you. Oh.
Okay, I can see
Why
you.
is it not working?
I can see you, and I can hear you.
Audio. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I can hear you, and I can see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, you are on complete mute for some reason.
Huh. Let's see. It's not over here. Yeah, it's not. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, see right there. I can't hear you. There, I can hear you. Yeah. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, it's so that I can hear anything.
Not working? You can't hear me?
Let's type.
I think we had the same issue last time.
Should I leave the studio and try to come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to come back.
You are mute. Okay.
Okay, so she left. She's gonna try to come back, and it's funny because that's why I think she's laughing too, because we had the same issue last time when she came on. So she's gonna try to come back, see if she can get that issue fixed. And let's see here. Let me. Copied. Let's go to her and send her a new link. Send her a new link. Okay. Okay. So sorry about the delay, guys. Hopefully we'll get this fixed. Like I said, that's why I think we were both kind of laughing. We had the same issue as last time, and just waiting for her to come back in. But yeah, technical issues happen all the time and with this type of stuff. So just bear with us. And like I said, what I was talking about earlier was, the trust, and I totally understood that, and so I'm thinking of ways and I got flustered, that's why I kind of like just quit doing it for about 6 months. My friend who you saw earlier, his comment, Eric, he had told me about this thing that he uses, and he said, for me to try it, and I tried it. It was called StreamYard, to where now I can do my show, no phone numbers needed, and boom, and here we are. And it makes it's helpful for me because my number's not out there, my guest number's not out there. The only thing they have is a link, and they have the link, and that can help them get on the show. And let me see if she's come back yet. I'm like on another let's see here. I don't Let me see here. She's probably trying to get a hold of me on Instagram, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at just let's see here. Her Instagram. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see here. She's not here. But as I was saying, when I went to this new video, thing, it seemed a lot easier. I mean, this type of issue happens, but I mean, it makes the guest feel so much more relaxed. Where they're able to basically come on without feeling that their privacy isn't infringed on. And so yeah, it just makes it a lot easier for everyone if when we go this route. And like I said, I'm trying to get her back on here, and I don't see her yet. So bear with me, guys. This stuff happens. Let's see here. Let me tell her. And there we go. Here we go. Hey,
I had to do everything.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, because I had to use TV as a speaker.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you had.
Seems like my laptop officially gave up.
Oh, wow. That's not good. Yeah, I was telling
I'm just using TV as a screen and TV as a speaker right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
It works.
Hopefully there's not a delay in the broadcast.
No, seems like everything's working. It's just my speaker in my laptop is kind of giving an issue.
Uh-oh.
Because microphone is through the camera, but speaker that is in the laptop, that's not working. That's why you were on mute.
Okay. So how you been doing?
Good. What about you?
I'm doing good. Just like I said, just plugging along, doing shows here and there whenever I can get people booked. I was telling the people, when I first started, how hard it was for me to book people, because at the time I was using phone numbers. That's the only way I could communicate with them, because I would get their phone number, I would call them, run it through my phone into my laptop. And
wow.
Yeah. And so
oh my God, did it work?
It did for a little bit, and I totally understand why they didn't want to do that, but a lot of them did. And as my show kind of started gaining ground, I think people started to trust me. Hey, that this guy's not going to harass you. He gets your phone number, he gets rid of it. And that's what I did. After, say for you had gave me your phone number after the show. I take the phone number and I run it through my shredder, because that's it.
Yeah.
I don't need it no more.
And it's better to have a phone number if you have issues, like for example now me,
Yeah, yeah, and
because
so
then we can talk because I need to basically get out of the studio and then at least I can send you a message what's going on.
right, yeah, exactly. And so it got kind of flustering, so I just said heck with it. I gave up. I took a break for about 6 months, and then my friend Eric, uh, he came on today and wished me happy anniversary and all that good stuff. There's
The
this message.
anniversary is 6 years, right?
Years, yeah, it's been a long 6 years.
Oh, it's a long time.
Yeah, and my friend
Very
Eric there, he kind of gave me some insight on how I could change it from the audio where I need a phone number to where I don't need a phone number at all. And
huh.
so when I start doing that, it was a lot easier to get people, oh yeah, I'll definitely come on, because before they probably heard that, I use phone numbers or whatnot. And so a lot of people were, no, 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 no. So I would say, no, now I just send you a link. You click on the link. There's no phone number needed. It sends you directly to the show. We do the show and that's it. And so,
Okay. I mean,
yeah,
everyone's different, like some people don't mind giving a phone number, some people they don't want to give, like they're more private. I get that.
oh yeah, yeah, and I've
For me
actually,
personally, it's better to have a phone number because really, if something goes wrong, then at least I can stay in touch.
yeah, exactly. So
It's definitely quicker than email, I think, like when you just text or call, or at least if you stay on the line and you know what the hell is going on.
yeah, exactly. And
But some people, I get it, they want their privacy, they don't want to share their numbers. I mean, I understand that part too.
oh yeah, exactly. And that's why, I've even told them, because I told them, my process is, I could send you a picture. I'll send you a picture, I was telling the person of me putting your, phone number in the shredder, and so after some of them, when I showed them that, my process, they were okay. They give me their phone number, and then I would be able to do a show with them. And so after about that going through about 4 years, I just said, heck with it. Eric turned me on to the new platform thing. And so I went with that. And it's just seems to be a lot easier, to book people.
I need to borrow your friend Eric because nothing ever works in my place.
Yeah, well, that's like I said, and that's what I was kind of telling him. It was like deja vu. We had the same type of issue last time you were on. Having to.
Yes, I need to go with my laptop somewhere to see some technical guy or something because I'm super no technical. Like my laptop when it sees like I'm about to do something is going on shutdown mode. It's like, no, don't let her close to me. It's like, let her check the emails. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't let her install anything.
Yeah, sounds like you may need to like every now and then, once a year, I take mine and I just reboot it back to factory to where like it was brand
Okay.
new. And I do.
I
I
have
mean, I do that because to me it's like if I lose a picture or whatnot of something, I can always get it back. It's there on the internet. So I'll just reset everything back to factory, and then it works like it was brand new. So.
Oh, I need to take it somewhere because we had this issue last time, but I didn't have issues since then. Like everything was working.
Yeah.
Even when I like webcam or like when I'm live or whatever, everything seems to be working. But Skype or whatever, everything working. So I didn't really pay attention to it, but now I'm like again.
Yeah. It could be just the setup with the StreamYard. I don't know. Maybe StreamYard's having trouble talking to your setup. Maybe I don't know. But
I also have Mac, and you know how they are. Like,
oh yeah, it could be that.
Mac is tricky. Like, they don't have contracts with some people, and then you run into trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe
but yeah,
that's right. So Congrats to your anniversary, 6 years. This is amazing. It's exciting.
It's been a long, flustering journey at times, and I kind of explained to you why, and so with some of them, they were like, no, you can keep my number, you seem like a good guy, da da da, and call whenever you want, whatever, and okay, and I've got their stuff, but it's not under their name. It's I got the number up here to where,
Mhm.
but other than that, I the process was put it through the shredder, and that's it. And so I'm just glad
Okay.
I'm glad I'm on this platform where I don't have to worry about that anymore. No more headaches.
About the trailer.
So you have a couple announcements I've seen on Twitter that you're going to be feature dancing somewhere in November.
Yes, I'm gonna be in Las Vegas. It's gonna be interesting.
Can you discuss what place you're going to be at, or is that still under wrap?
No, it's a little Darlings Club in
What
Las
was that?
Vegas.
Oh, Little Darlings.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm supposed to have like 4 shows, feature dancing shows. So I believe one is in afternoon or lunchtime,
Okay.
and then is the nighttime one. Because I was recently in Sacramento. When was that? Like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And I had like 11 shows there.
Yeah, that was at Centerfolds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that's in they say Sacramento, but it's technically Rancho Cordova, I guess is what they call it. But
It is somewhere on like, yeah, it's not right there.
yeah.
But it's a nice club. I like it.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, so yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm about an hour 15 minutes north of that place.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm kind of
See,
close.
and you didn't come to see me.
I know, I'm sorry. It was my
Guilt
weekend.
trip here.
No, it
Yeah,
was my
you
weekend.
know,
It was my weekend with my kids, so I was, I couldn't.
okay, you get a pass. I was about to say like, you know how many fans they drove like 2 hours and you didn't came to see me.
But hey,
Let's.
but I definitely do have. Where is it? That up there. That's you.
I can't see. Oh yeah, I see that picture. Yeah, I like that photo set.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
That's a
And
good one. I know.
And what I do on my shows is like every show, what I'll do is I'll talk about your OnlyFans, anything you generally want promoted. So I mention that up, during every show. And of course, every other person who's been on here, has been on my show. So I'll, in a way to thank them is I will bring up during every show where they're feature dancing if they have it, any new projects, any OnlyFans stuff that they've got released, anything like that. So
Yeah, I released recently like anal scene because I didn't do it for a long time on my OnlyFans. So that was kind of big because I didn't do it for a long time and after I came back. So I finally did it. And I let my fan, actually one of my fan, he was directing the whole scene. He basically wrote a script for it.
Oh wow. So
yeah, like he was one of the top customers, like
right.
he was like a tipper and good tipper and like ordering customs, and we developed kind of like a relationship, and he is like big into anal, like me doing anal, like majority of my friends are. And I was just like, listen, how do you feel about like co-directing the scene? And he was like, oh wow, that would be awesome. So I was like, okay, you can go ahead, write a script, and let's see where this goes.
Okay. So he was directing you online?
He
Or
basically wasn't directing. I was using my guy, like the one who actually took the picture over there.
okay.
He was the camera guy, but my fan basically put the whole script together, like
Uh-huh.
about the positions and a little bit like a storyline.
Okay.
He also was interested in some specific clothing, so he got like that cat mask for me, which is a leather mask for the scene because he wanted to be like more fetish.
Okay.
Like no crazy fetish, but kind of like fetish, you know.
Right.
And so he sent me that whole script, and then we went through over it through Skype, me and him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, that's how it happened.
Well, I bet that was an amazing experience for him.
Yeah,
Really?
and he got like a behind the scenes, and he got a final say. You know, he got a scene before it was released.
All right. All right. I
Yeah,
bet that just made that
and
made his
now I have another round of writing a script. Now I have another one of writing a script
okay. All right.
for the scene. So
There you
I think this is kind of fun. I like it because they can basically bring their own ideas in what they would like to see, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's I've seen that done where, like you said, they'll let a fan write a script. Um, some are even doing, I mean, physically having their fans in the scene, and it's just like, okay, I mean, if that's what you like to do and float your boat, hey, more power to
Yeah,
you. You know,
exactly.
there's a lot of stuff, that it's going on. And I mean, there was a story I didn't get to yet, but what was one of the craziest requests you've had online? Because I got a story that I just I guess.
I didn't really get crazy requests. Some people they have like really good stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like friend of mine, she had a request. She gave a birth to an orange.
What?
Okay, I was like on the on the phone with her, and she started right, and I'm like, okay, so what's the custom? And she's like, I need help with the custom. I'm like, what's the custom? And she's like, I'm supposed to give birth to an orange. Like, excuse me, to what? I was dying. I was crying. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? And she's like, that's how am I gonna do that? Like, you have to figure it out with me. I'm like, I don't know. Like, how?
Oh,
I'm like, stick it out your vagina. Shoot it out.
there's one story that past guest had told me that they had a customer request that they take a dump, put it in whatever, and mail it to them, and they wanted to have like a sit down candlelight dinner where she would eat her food and she would eat for dinner, and then he would eat her fecal matter.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I guess
Okay.
he was willing to pay her some bank, but she wouldn't do it. She just says, I just cannot do it, you know. And so I mean, I it makes sense. I mean, how could you sit there like this type of
But where do
screen?
you sit at one table,
And
or is it online?
what was that?
Are you sitting at one table together, or is it
Oh no,
through
no,
Skype?
no. It would be like this, like you and me. I'd be
Okay.
at my table eating, and then you'd be at your dinner table. And but I'd be eating, the fecal matter. And so I'm like, no, I was gonna get mad at her if she had said yeah. It's like, oh gosh, oh man.
I
And so
guess it depends what your stomach can handle, right?
yeah, because I'm thinking, you got to sit there and you've got to watch
Bon
watch it.
appetit.
Yeah. And so it's like, oh, no way, no way.
I'll probably have a bottle of wine before.
Yeah, we got Jerome. He's saying hi.
Hi, Jerome.
And we got my friend Eric. He came in earlier and
Yeah.
he wanted, yeah. But there's a, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a video going around on social media where a guy is like pulling out his a banana, peeling it, and right before he goes like this, his girlfriend walks up to him and goes bam, and I mean it goes you know, all the way down. He goes,
All the way.
and then she goes, and then she walks up to him. She goes, "Now I just want you to know how I feel."
Oh, when they grab your hat and
Yeah. She's like, "Now you know how it feels."
oh, oh yeah, that's funny. That
Yeah.
is funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I was just rolling. I sat there and watched that for like about 5 minutes. I was laughing so hard. It's
Oh, I
like, yeah,
would laugh so hard
makes a lot of sense.
because it's
You
so
know?
unexpected, right? That it's like so on point.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and it's funny because
Now he's gonna think twice if he's gonna ever do that to her, you know?
exactly. And the thing that made it funny was the music they played in the background. It was just like,
Oh, they always feel like funny music.
you know, and then right when boom, the intense music comes on, you just, you know,
Can you
and then,
send it to me?
what's that?
Can you send me the video when you find it?
Yeah. Yeah, if I find it, I'll send it to you. It was hilarious.
Okay.
And it was, I was just rolling. It's like exactly. Now we know how it
I
feels.
don't know. Oh, poor guy.
Now you with your OnlyFans, you had, I don't know if it's still going on, but yeah, I think you had a little special going on for a day or two. I don't know if it's still valid or not, but did I read
Which one are we talking
that? It was on one of your posts a day
about?
or two ago. I forgot what it was, but you had something on there where, or maybe it was just, oh, you know, I think it was new content. You had new content put up, and maybe that was what we already had talked about.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, maybe. I think that was it. Yeah, I'm looking at, okay. Oh yeah, first of the
I have
month.
the content. I can
Yeah.
even post that video.
Oh,
I had a
okay.
new video in shower and I can even post it because I used the hairbrush.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Now we are talking. Now you I don't know what got into our mind. Me and my photographer Greg, right, the one who directed it. I was like doing this shower video, and it's all like nice, and video is good, lighting, everything is just moody and like cool. And for some reason, we didn't want to do it like the toy all the time, you know, like let's spice it up and do it a little bit different. So I just grabbed like a hairbrush, and I was about to post the video on OnlyFans, like a new content, and they're like, nah, you are not allowed to use any other objects for penetration than toys or the real one.
Oh wow. Well, that,
Mm-hmm.
well, can you like redo the scene and use one of those toys? I guess.
I can redo the scene, but I moved out from the old house.
Oh, okay.
So the shower is different now. That's why I was kind of like also MIA on like missing on OnlyFans lately because I had a big move like from one house to another.
Yeah.
And that took me like a month and a half, you know, to kind of like get settled.
Right.
I finally got there, so I'm ready to roll.
There you go. Okay. That's good to hear. Good to
So
hear.
that was new. Moving with 4 dogs. So that was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and your dogs aren't the tiny type of dogs. You got some good sized dogs. So,
Bullies.
yeah. Good dogs. They're really, really good dogs. Loyal.
They are super sweet and loyal, and they are funny, but they are super stubborn,
Yeah.
and they like to work their body weight. you know, when you take them on walks and they want to go somewhere and you don't want to go there, and they want to drag you and you don't want to be dragged, and you're trying to like correct them, and they just like work their body weights. Like, I'm just gonna lay down, I'm just gonna throw that 60 pounds down, and she can't move me.
Yeah. I've seen that show where what's his name? What they call him, the dog whisperer. Caesar
Oh
Romano.
yeah,
He
Caesar.
says
Yeah.
he says when a dog gets like that, with their mind, you've got to like shock their mind to get out of that mode. And he says you tap them really hard, like on their back, their side, and that sends like a shock to them, like, and they snap out of it. So I don't know if it works, but maybe that might be something that'll try. It may help. I don't know.
Okay. I have a mom and 3 puppies, right? Mom is so stubborn that actually a trainer quit on her.
Okay.
Like, doggy trainer was like,
Yeah. Well, that goes out the window.
she's like, No, she would like growl at him and stuff, and like she's not gonna bite him or anything. It's just like she's like, I don't like this. I don't like rules. I don't want to listen.
Yeah. Let's see.
So yeah, I don't know if I had a special on OnlyFans, but I always ran something, so I don't know what it was.
Oh, and I think like you said, I think I found it too. Is this your release at first of the month? And
My content shut
yeah,
down.
the content that you can't post. I think that's
So
what it
the
was.
content still I can post.
You can't
Wow,
post.
they could really check.
You know what? Is there? Do you have like another site that you can maybe post that one to?
I don't
Like
know how the other side, like I can try and see if they take it down.
Yeah. That way, if they take it down,
I do have loyal fans,
yeah, you can
too.
try that.
So I can try and see if it's gonna go through or not.
Yeah, give that a try, definitely.
Because they change rules a lot. Like you can't
Yeah.
shoot anything outside anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
then-
you can other people there, like you need to have like their consent and everything. Like, so for example, when I use my photographer who doesn't have an OnlyFans, and I told him, like, you need to make an OnlyFans because if we have like BTS and you are in, I can't even post a video.
Yeah, exactly. They're making it kind of like if you're shooting for a mainstream company like Brazzers or whatnot, you got to sign the contract, you got to have their ID and all that for backing and all that, And,
because some of my fans, they were also interested in like private stuff, but private stuff not in the house, like, oh, go shopping or go tanning, and I'm like, yeah, but there are people around, so where am I gonna go, like at midnight?
yeah, exactly. That or I don't know if you know someone there who owns a house and lets you shoot on their property.
Or I can try to blur one time. I didn't try that yet. I will try to blur the person and see if that works.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just gonna blur the background,
Yeah, definitely. Now, will you be attending AVN in January? I think I asked you the last show.
January, right? It's coming back now.
Yeah, I believe it's coming back in January.
It was always in January.
Yeah.
Like around the middle or towards like 18, 19, 20, something like that, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Usually in the middle of the month is when they have it. You're going to be...
If I will be not attending, I will definitely go check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get the exact date.
Are you looking up the date?
It's going to in the middle of the month, so it's going to either be the 10th, 11th, 12th type thing, or the 17th, 18th, 19th. somewhere in there. So
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
okay.
I always like to go see AVN, but they canceled last year, so that
Yeah.
was out of
Yeah.
reach. But I'll definitely go because they are having it also in the new hotel.
Yeah, they're gonna be having and what's the name of that? Dang it.
What is the name? Resort?
Royal Resort. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
World Resort. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, World Resort.
We're getting a lot of comments here on social media. I think how many oh geez.
Famous
No,
celebrities.
that's
Um,
that's a private matter. There's no, yeah, let me get rid of that.
can you name them?
Yeah, that's a private matter.
Give me that blacklist.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're asking questions that I wouldn't touch. I mean,
Okay, fair enough.
it's really it's like to me that's none of my business, you know. So I don't see why I should ask that. Number one, it's none of my business. Number two, I don't want to offend someone and tell them to say, you know what, F you, it's none of your business, and then click. They're gone, you know. So I won't do that. That's just not me.
I mean, I don't really care if they ask, but I'm still never gonna throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah. There you go.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand what celebrity wise, what they, I don't know. I mean, to me, if I was a celebrity and I got my name mentioned by someone in the industry that I liked, I wouldn't care. I mean, but there are still the others, like you said, that you don't want to throw someone under the bus because you don't know how it may affect their career.
How it may affect them, No.
Yeah, that's a it's just depending on who it is and whatnot. It's just better.
Like for example, if I'm with particular person, right, and they don't care, and they're like whatever, and I know about it, like
Right.
they don't care, and whatever. If
Yeah.
I don't know about it, I'm just not gonna chance it to possibly destroy somebody's life,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I mean, these are good questions. It's just something that I wouldn't, I wouldn't go near. So, now you've got you got loyal fans, you got your custom videos, um, you've got your Sex Panther where people can call in and chat with you.
Yes, I just started to do like phone calls there, like video calls.
Okay. And where can they find you for that?
For what?
For the Sex Panther?
Where they can find me?
Yeah.
Basically, it's like I can only turn on the phone calls only when I get in. Like I need to log in.
Right. That's what I was saying. Is if they wanted to request a call with you,
they can send me a message that like they don't have to necessarily come when I'm online. Like they can always send me a message even when I'm not online and request, and we can go. I just recently had one call from there, and we just went back and forth with the time frame, like what time is good for him, what time is good for me,
right,
through the messages, and we set it up, like ahead.
Right, and they can do that through the sexpanther.com?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you can reach me on messages there, but it's mostly I need to log in, But I do log in every day just to see like what's going on.
Right. Okay, guys. So yeah, definitely. If you guys want to set up a one-on-one with her, go to sexpanther.com/Angel Dark and set that up.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you catch me when I'm online, so you can just have a phone call right away because I usually click I usually approve that I'm like good for like a phone calls, like video calls.
Mhm.
And if you don't see me online, you can always send me a message.
There you go. Okay, great. Now, also they can go to your loyalfans.com/Angel Dark for exclusive content that they won't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Okay. And also I got something here for you. You've got some custom videos, most interesting requests.
Most interesting request for custom. I don't really had like nothing. I know this like the people who are asking are like angling for something wild, but
Right.
nothing yet. As soon as it comes, I'll let you know. Nothing yet, really.
Okay.
Just like a normal like anal videos and like jerk off instructions and I did the vampire custom, and I actually did the one not long time ago. It was like the part 2 of the vampire thing.
Okay. And how'd that go?
Good. It was good. It was really good. It was like I was a vampire queen, and I was turning a person into a vampire,
Okay.
and I was basically using him as a slave.
Okay.
To fulfill my like nasty fantasies, like having sex with him, then him having sex with other guys, and like threesomes, and it was going every direction you can possibly imagine.
All right. Definitely sounds good. Now, on my new my new season here, I'm going to start up. I've got a segment that's called. I'm going to call it "My Dirty Little Secret." Is there a dirty little secret that you have that you'd like to spiel, maybe right now, or no?
I can't think of anything right now.
No.
Do you mind to give me a little help here? Like,
Oh, just something like maybe that someone you've never told before. That something that you've got in your back of your mind that you never told before, and you want to just let it out.
that I'm recently like discovering fetish too. That like I like to see two guys together.
Oh, okay.
Like with the girl. So it's
Uh-huh.
like they all are having sex and it goes everywhere.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Yeah,
That'll work. Definitely.
that's a little
Okay.
dirty
So
secret that just
we have.
recently like happened.
All right. So we've got our first little dirty little secret here on the show. Miss Angel Dark
Yeah.
told us. All right. Great. Great. Well, we got hey, I've got a little. I'll send it to you. I mean, if you don't want to, worry about it, no biggie. But I did like a little script thing where it's kind of like this guy who's kind of a wimpy guy. He's driving, and his girl is like, really, she's real intense type of person. Where are you at? We got us lost. And he just, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And then they have car trouble. So he's got to pull off to the road, and he's got car trouble. And she's like, "You can't do nothing right." I'm gonna go find someone who can fix this for you. You can't do nothing right. So she walks over and she sees this little hotel room. So she walks over to the hotel. She knocks on the doors kind of open, and she goes, "Excuse me, can I use your phone? My boyfriend is an idiot. He can't do nothing right, and I've got to figure out a way to get our car fixed." The guy goes, "Yeah, sure, fix your phone, or fix your car. Get use the phone." So she uses the phone. She's calling whoever to get him, and she's got her back to him. Yeah, I can just do about anything. And the guy's like, "You can fix anything?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I can fix anything. I mean, I fixed toasters. You got to fix this. I fixed that." And then she turns around, and the camera goes to the guy. He's got it whipped out. He goes, "Can you fix this?" And then, of course, and then she goes, "Yes, I can fix that." And then she goes over to him, and then they start the scene, and the scene would, however the person wants it, they do the scene. And then at the end, she walks over to the boyfriend, and he goes, "Did you?" He goes, "Did you get anything figured out? Did you get anything fixed?" She goes, "Yeah. Well, there's one thing I did get, was able to fix, but our car is toast." And then the scene would end. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, but I don't know. I think it might be all right.
I can fix on everything. Yeah, I fixed one thing. There is no help with the car.
No help with the car, but she was able to fix one thing.
Only one
So,
thing.
yep. So, where can they find you on social media?
Where they can find me on social media?
Yeah.
On my Twitter, Angel X Dark Triple X,
Mm-hmm.
and on my Instagram, Angel Dark is back.
Okay.
And then you have my OnlyFans, obviously. Then you have Sex Panther. Then you have Loyal Fans. But Loyal Fans is interesting. No one talks to me over there.
Huh. Maybe. Well, I think.
Yeah, they follow me, but no one ever says anything.
Okay. Well, maybe we need to push that a little more. I'll definitely do my part. During shows and mention that to go to your loyal fans. You do have that. You got exclusive content on there.
Honestly, where they can really talk to me, like honestly, like where I am, like during the day.
Mhm.
Loyal Fans is kind of like I do have a subscription there because
Mhm.
if you want to post the scenes there, you need to have a subscription. But when you
Right.
lock it under the subscription, it's basically whatever scene you post, you can lock it under the price.
Right.
So the subscription is a little bit higher, but they get everything in that price, like whatever I release, whatever I post there.
Right.
And Justice Slayer scenes, yeah, I remember those. One of my favorite scenes. But I'm on OnlyFans on my VIP. Like you can talk to me directly there. Like I'm there most of the time.
Okay. Well,
I do my live show there too for my VIPs, minimum once a month.
Okay. All right. So
I'm trying after the move. I'm trying to do like a little more, like twice or three times, or get more like online with them.
okay, definitely.
Mostly, I'm active on the VIP OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Even
All
if
right.
they keep taking my content down, I'm still there.
Yeah. I don't see why that would be an issue. I mean,
And it wasn't nothing crazy, like hard. Okay, it was hardcore. It was all the way in my pussy, basically.
yeah.
But like nothing you never seen before in porn industry,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
So
saying.
I was about to do like a scene. Listen to this. I was about to do scenes with like having like a table set up, and I'll be like in the middle of the table. There's like cucumbers, carrots, and bananas. I guess this.
Oh wow. That would have been
I
wild.
guess my healthy scene is not happening.
Yeah, that would definitely be wild. Just like
I wanted to do that, and we were planning to do it like before I moved, and then there was no time. I was like, okay, we gotta do that scene, right? Okay, if I got kicked out with the toothbrush, what's gonna happen with the carrot?
right. It gives a new meaning to the what do you call it? Tossed salad. Definitely got a new meaning there for tossed salad for sure. Cucumbers and carrots.
Toast salad, yeah, I know. I don't think I can argue that with them.
And definitely keep the oranges away. After that last story you told me about the
Give me the oranges.
Now before we go, we both had a laugh. I seen something you had posted about that Pretty Woman with William Dafoe. Remember he put his face in her? That was hilarious.
Yeah, remember.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh my gosh.
That was funny, yeah.
It was like hideous seeing him on there, but it was just like it was still funny. Just the
It is.
so yeah, okay. Hey guys, I want to thank you for being
How
on,
are you
Angel.
gonna celebrate?
Huh?
Did you pop champagne or anything?
Pop champagne? No, I'll do that tonight maybe, but I don't really know the rules with you know with YouTube. I don't know if you can pop champagne or whatnot, or
Oh,
I even try to keep my language at a minimal because I don't know. I don't want to get my show dinged for a show.
oh, true.
I've seen other shows where they cuss up a storm and nothing happens. And then I've seen a show where a guy say "damn," and then next thing you know, boom,
I'm
his show gets
It's such a weird world we are living in now these days.
yeah,
Because
and
it's
it's
so
like
confusing.
yeah, it's
You
like
know, some people can do it, nothing, and then some people do it, and it's like big issue. I'm like, okay, just make up your head, and if everyone, then everyone, and if no one, then no one. You know, super
yeah,
confusing.
yeah. That's why I just I try to keep it as neutral as possible. I try to keep
Hmm.
I try to keep my questions as clean as possible, even though I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't like to go that route because I don't want to get my show dinged or so
Oh, yeah, I got kicked out from Twitter and Instagram. I know exactly.
and so I just that's the reason I'll go. But if a guest, if they start cussing up a storm, now to me that's okay. But as long as it doesn't get too crazy, then I'll kind of like, can you tone it down? I don't want my show to get
I
dinged.
don't know how they decide. You know, what is good, what is not. Like,
I think
who
yeah,
makes the call?
I think it's just complaints. There was one show I had
Oh
a
my god! Under every video, you'll find complaint.
oh yeah,
No matter how good you're gonna do, there is
yeah,
always some troll that's gonna complain.
yep. There's one I did. I had a little snippet of like a 5-second snippet of an Eddie Murphy movie, um, where he's talking about he's pretending to be a preacher. It was that movie where he's a vampire in
Okay,
Brooklyn.
I
Yeah, and there's a part on there where he goes, "Ass is good and evil's good, and if you get yourself a piece of evil ass, woo!" And but the way he said, because his tone of voice and everything, and it was hilarious. And so I kind of played it, for that little 5-second snippet. And next thing I know, 2 seconds later, after I posted the video, the show, they dinged it and said I violated copyright infringement or something. And even though in the
oh, like,
description, yeah, but I even put in the description, I don't own, you know, the snippet of, you know, Vampire in Brooklyn, and they still kicked my show off.
oh wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, it just a matter of if you got haters enough and they complain enough, it draws the attention of YouTube or whatever site, and then they look at it. Okay, yeah, this person did violate
Yeah,
this.
you have to be special careful. Like the copyrights and music, unless you are okay to use it, right?
Right.
Like at least Instagram does have music, so you can play other things.
Yeah.
But there are some sites like I know you can't even play music.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
in fact with YouTube, if I played a little snippet of a movie, boom.
Oh
They
yeah,
ding.
true. No,
Yeah. So
because of the copyright.
yeah, and I learned that the hard way. It took my show down, but back then it was still audio. So what I did is I redid the show, cut that little piece out, and then copied the rest of it, and then the show was fine. So that was just a
Oh,
hard lesson I learned that cost me another 2 hours of editing to do.
oh, yeah, that is fun. That is definitely fun.
So
I'm shocked I can still use music on when I webcam.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I play music there.
Yeah, yeah. So, but
I can't imagine to be there for hours and quiet.
yeah, that's just
I'll probably become singer, the horrible one, but I will have to
yeah.
sit there and quiet.
And that's why I just I don't like editing. That's why I just I do it live, and I
No
think
one likes editing.
you get the
Everyone hates editing.
yeah and it's like I think you get the best responses during live. Because if a person's going to laugh a certain way, or they're going to respond a certain way, or they got a certain facial expression, you're going to get that live and on video. So
Yeah, because you're getting a body language, yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm ready to wrap this up. I want to thank you for being on. I do appreciate it. This is the second
Thank
time
you.
and
Mm,
I do appreciate you coming on, especially on such short notice. I mean, that was
yeah, of course.
yeah. I want to thank. So you were
Thank you
always
for having
on.
me
Oh, you're
on your
welcome.
special day.
Yes, it is. Thank you. I do appreciate that, and you're always welcome
And
back
congrats
anytime.
again. 6 years. This is a great number.
Yes, definitely. Oh, you can come back before that if you
Come.
want. We don't got to wait another 6 years.
I'm like, more to come.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Abe, I want to thank you for being on. You have a
Thank
fabulous
you.
weekend, and we'll
You
see you next
too.
time. Okay, bye.
And next time, come to see me in the club.
I will. I will. We'll see you next time.
Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye. All right, guys. Hey, that was Angel Dark being on here. Do appreciate that. We had a crazy day today. I want to thank you guys for coming on. Chris, Oasis, Jerome, Oasis, Jerome, Oasis, Presley. Thank you for coming on to your comments, Jerome, and of course my dear friend Eric. I want to thank you guys for being on. Uh, Wishing me a happy 6th anniversary. I do appreciate it. Hey, I want you guys stick around. We're gonna look for some more shows here coming up in the near future. Follow Angel Dark right there, Cindy Starfall right there. Go here, Heather Vaughn, and of course Trinity St. Clair. Follow them on social media. You can find them, Google them. You'll find all their Twitter, Instagram, and all that. And do me a favor, if you do follow them, tell them the podcast by Amada sent you. I do appreciate that. Hey guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Um, Special day for me. 6 years. I never thought I'd get this far. Hell, I never thought I'd get 6 days. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is the longest show I've ever had, damn near almost 2 hours. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the show. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Oh, and before I go, a big thanks again to Kalham Amor, Amira Styles, and of course Angel Dark for coming on. Hey guys, appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. Love you guys. Bye.